everybody. Welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I'm reading on. But before we get started, y'all know what we do. We have to invite everybody in. Yes, because we are building a community. We are building a tribe. And let me tell you, it is the best. And that's not me bragging. That's fact. And if you want to be a part of it, you know what you need to do. Look down in those settings, look around, find that subscribe button, and go ahead on and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell too so you know when I upload or when I just want to pop in. And give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis, the beast, the algorithm. Woo, it has been dragging me for filth. It has, but y'all know we always do the bounce back. Yes, we do. Also, I just want to thank all of the readers who decide to support the channel by watching the commercials. It means so much and it helps so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for doing that. Like I said, it means so much and it helps a lot. It really does. Also, over in the corner, that's our join button. That's the channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member and a part of the reading club, you will be supporting my channel to grow, to improve, and to continue. And I will be so grateful, so thankful, so over the moon appreciative to have your support. Also, if you just want to do a one-time donation, look over there in the other corner. That's our super thanks. And all donations to the channel is always greatly appreciated. All right, y'all, we do have some super thanks. We do. And first up is Tiger Mommy. Tiger Mommy is just everything. I cannot tell you anything more than that. She is everything. She has been with me just about since the beginning, and she has never, ever wavered in her support of this channel and this community. She is always coming through. She is always in the comments. She is always dropping the knowledge. She is just a huge part of this community, and I am so grateful and so thankful to have her as a part of this tribe. Also, Joan P. Now, Joan P sent me a Cash App. So I'm using P as her last name because I don't know if she wants me to say it or not. But listen, Joan, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. It means so much. It really, really does. And all I can say is, wow, am I not lucky to have you? Also, Patricia Smith. Yes, Patricia came through. Patricia is a ride or die. She has become a ride or die. She is always riding for the read. She is. She's always down for the read. She's always in the comments. She's always dropping knowledge. She is always supporting this channel and this community. And I am so grateful to have her as a part of my tribe. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Patricia. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. Next up is Jennifer Clark. Jennifer has been with me pretty much since the beginning and have always rode hard for the read. Let me tell you, always coming through. And the most important thing, she be dropping the knowledge in the comments. If you see Jennifer's name, read her comment because you best believe it is going to make your day. Yeah, she is always coming through with those very, very insightful comments. I'm just saying. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. And Ella Gully. Ella Gully is a ride or die. I know y'all hear her name all the time. She rides hard for the read. She does. She rides hard for this community. She is a huge part of this community. She's like a cornerstone of this community. She really is. And I am so lucky to have Ella. I really am. And I'm just so thankful for her. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Ella. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. And last but not least is Jane Press. Jane is everything. She has been with me since the beginning, and she has never wavered in her support of the read. Not once. She is always coming through. She is always in the comments, even if she just has to put some hearts in there. Jane is going to leave a comment. She is just that ride or die. And I just love her for it. So, Jane, thank you, thank you, thank you for the super thanks. But most of all, thank you for being down, being so down for the read. It means everything. It does. And thank you for being down for this community. You are everything, and you know it. All right, y'all, we're going to play this and then we'll talk on the other side. All right, y'all. I want to give another quick shout out and another quick thank you to Tiger Mommy, to Joan P. And I made a mistake. I said Joan P sent me a donation through Cash App, but it was not Cash App. It was Zelle. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Joan P. It means everything. Also, I want to give another quick shout out to Patricia Smith, Jennifer Clark, Ella Gully, and last but not least, Jane Press. Y'all are everything. Y'all support this channel. Y'all are down for the read, and it means so very much to me. It does. I am so very lucky, and don't think I don't know it. I do. To have y'all as a part of a tribe, it is everything. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the super thanks. But most of all, thank y'all for being here. Thank you for being a part of this community. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is, and y'all know what I do when I am putting the read together. I hit these internet streets, and let me tell you, I have enjoyed every minute on these internet streets because it just keeps getting better and better. We got to show art for the new season of With Love Megan. We're going to talk about that. We even know who some of the guests are going to be. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about her clothes, her fashion, how they're already selling out just from the showrunner, just from the trailer. Yes, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about Will Not and Cannot, how jealous they are of Will With Love Megan. That came out too. They are so jealous, but then we already know that. And what else are we going to talk about? We have so much to talk about. And also, and this is one of my favorite things, Megan has made it back to Times Square in New York City. Come on through, Megan. Come on through. Yes, her billboard is up. So we have a lot to talk about. So let's get started. And how I am going to start it off, I had to start it off with the show art. And here it is. Here's the new poster for the second season of With Love Megan. Yes, yes, yes. I am so excited, y'all. I cannot. I'm telling you, I need someone here. I'm in my place by myself. I need someone to slap me and calm me down because I am so thrilled. And being on these internet streets and seeing how excited the squatties are and how the squatties are just slamming everybody. Everybody is getting some of it today if they don't come correct because the squatties are not having it. We are celebrating. We are absolutely gloating. We are. We are not above it. We are down with it. Yes, we can rub your nose in it and enjoy the process. And that is exactly what the squatties are doing on these internet streets. And when this trailer came out, it is two of them. Go over to Netflix and you can pull them up on YouTube. So just go over to YouTube and put in With Love Megan, and it should pop right on up. Yes, and let me tell you, if you don't get excited from this trailer, from these trailers, if you don't get excited, then I think you probably need to go to the emergency room because you have coded. Your heart has stopped. Your heart has stopped. Because let me tell you, it is everything. They are just, and it's so fun. It's just upbeat. It is very, very charming. It is just everything. And it makes you excited about it. It does. It pumps you up. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And do you see the drop date at the bottom of the poster? Yes, it's August 26th, which is 2 weeks from today. Yes, I cannot with Megan. I cannot with her. And the squatty that posted this said this: With Love Megan season 2 is coming soon, out the 26th of August 2025. That's our drop date. We have a date. And let me tell you, I am so excited. If you're excited, put it in the comments because if you're not excited, you have not watched the trailer. So go watch the trailer. And after you watch the trailer and you still are not excited, get someone to check your pulse because your heart has stopped. You have coded because it makes you so hyped. I got so hyped. I was just so thrilled. I want to, I 2 weeks seem like it is an eternity at this point. Yes, I am thrilled. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put this up, and this particular squatty posted the official announcement from Netflix, and it says the best moments are made to be shared. With Love, Megan returns on August 26th. Yes, y'all, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down. And this squatty that posted that said this: August 26th is Flower Sprinkle Day as With Love Megan returns. Yes, indeed, it is Flower Sprinkle Day. And it says season 2 guests include Chrissy Teigen, Tan France, World Central Kitchen Chef Jose Andre. I bet that one right there really, really hurts across the pond. Yes, a real punch in the gut for the slumlord and his cohorts. Because let's think back, it was article after article after article when Chef Andre agreed to sit on the board of Earthflop. And they wrote articles about how Willie Leaks had poached Chef Andre from Harry and Meghan. And I bet you that was Kensington Palace briefing them on that nonsense. They really, really look at things in that perspective. And at the time, you can go back and do that, rewind that beautiful bean footage of my podcast at that time. And I said that was not the way that the charity community, the charity world works. I mean, it is interconnected, meaning it's different people sit on different boards of all different initiatives and charities. It doesn't have anything to do with friendship. It's everybody helping one another for whatever cause that is close to their hearts. And so when they said that Chef Andre was sitting on the board of Earthflop, I said exactly that. It has nothing to do with his friendship with Harry and Meghan. And it definitely did not have anything to do with Willie Leaks stealing him from Harry and Meghan. I mean, it was so ridiculous at the time. And have y'all noticed this? Chef Andre has not appeared or said anything about Earthflop ever since they made that announcement. He hadn't showed up at an Earthflop event. He has not given any kind of indication is, that was correct reporting. I am still not convinced that he is on the board of Earthflop or ever have been on the board of Earthflop. I mean, he has not given any kind of indication that he has any association with Earthflop. The only thing that we have to go on, to say that he sits on the board of Earthflop is coming from those rags over there. And y'all know during that time, Willie Leaks and his mannequin was really going through it with the press. And they really needed a win. They really needed something because they were taking L after L after L. Harry and Meghan was putting point after point after point on the board. And Harry had just announced that he was going to be in New York for UN week, and he released his itinerary, and it blew Willie out of the water with his one meeting that he wanted to have when he wanted to go to the UN. Remember? Harry listed his itinerary, and it started with dinner with the Queen of Denmark. Yes, was it Denmark or Belgium? I can't remember. Y'all correct me in the comments. I think it was Belgium. And Willie Leaks backed out like he had soiled himself in public and had to back out of the room. That's the way he backed out of coming to New York during UN week. Y'all remember? And so that is when all of this started about Chef Andre being on the board of Earthflop, because like I said, they needed a win after they got a load of what Harry was going to be up to and how it just absolutely overshadowed everything that William just thought he wanted to do, and they could not handle it. So I think maybe they came up with this nonsense. But I digress, y'all. Y'all know I will go off on a tangent. But Chef Andre from the World Central Kitchen is going to be one of Meghan's guests, and Daniel Martin is coming back. He is. And it's going to be a whole lot of other guests. Now, a lot of them, I don't know, but I am looking forward to getting to know them. And this squatty said, get in. Yes, come on in, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this one up. And there she is in Times Square, back where she belongs. And this particular squatty posted it and said this: got a billboard out in Times Square, so when they see me, they say, she's there. Yes, yes, yes. Meghan is back in Times Square where she belongs. And I am loving it. I am. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this one up, and this squatty posted a screen grab from the trailer, and look at this. It is gonna be so much fun. I think they're doing pottery, and it looks like they're having such a good time. And it says the smiles and laughter, good positive vibe. This segment looks hilarious. It does. Go and watch the trailer, y'all. If you hadn't watched the trailer, go watch the trailer because I'm telling you, it's going to hype you up. It is. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this one up, and it says, "While the royal family had the tabloids hating on Meghan to distract from work-shy Will and won't work Kate, who are fighting with Chuck and Cam, she was putting the final touches on the new season of With Love Meghan on Netflix, dropping August the 26th. Go Duchess! Yes, I cannot say that date enough. August 26th. August 26th, 2 weeks, 2 weeks from now. Cannot wait. And I agree with this squatty. Yes, they were using Meghan as a distraction. And it just blows my mind how little is expected of the heir to the throne of the United Kingdom and his wife, who is the heir to the throne as well, because she is going to be the queen of the United Kingdom. Now, you can say a lot about Chuck and the horse, but one thing about Chuck, he will work. He will. When he was the heir to the throne, he showed up. He showed up for everything he needed to show up for. Now, was he treacherous? Was he underhanded? Was he, snaking his way to the throne? Of course he was. But Willie is doing all of that and still does not want to show up for the important events. He's not going to be, him and his wife are not showing up for VJ Day. They're not. They're not showing up. And that is unheard of. It is ridiculous what the people of the United Kingdom is willing to accept from these people as they pull the dollars out of their pockets to give to them for this lavish lifestyle. It's mind blowing to me. Mind blowing. But I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this up, and they are starting to talk about Megan's fashions already. I mean, just from the trailer. And this particular squatty posted about this striped dress and said this dress is actually insane. And it is a very cute dress indeed. And it is a Carolina Herrera dress, one of Megan's favorite designers. Yes, and it's so cute, so becoming of her. But look at this. It is sold out. It sold out from the trailer. And this particular squatter that posted it said, "No way. It's sold out already. Must be an older season style." I don't know about that, but it is sold out. And isn't it cute though? It is very cute. It reminds me of a dress that she wore during their Australian and what is it, South Sea tour. Yes, it reminds me of that dress. I wonder if it's the same dress, but very, very cute. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put this one up, and this is another cute dress that is in the trailer. Now, I don't know if this one is sold out or not, but it is really, really cute. And what Megan wore posted it and said, "In a new scene from With Love Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex wears the bleached dress, a past season style from Veronica Beard." And yes, that is another very familiar name because Meghan often wears Veronica Beard. It is one, well, she is one of Meghan's favorite designers. And look like she is becoming a favorite of Kate because y'all remember in that shampoo commercial, that ED commercial where she's walking through the wheat fields or whatever and rolling around on the beach with Willie Leaks. She has Veronica Beard, and those people over there, those flying monkeys, made sure that they posted that that's exactly who she had on. That was the designer of that dress. I mean, we all know that imitation is supposed to be the highest form of flattery, but come on now. It is pathetic at this point because, like I said, I would not be surprised if some pap photo would leak out of Kitty Cat from Backgrid and she had on a similar dress. Don't think it's far fetched that this wouldn't happen because these people have no imagination, no original thought. So let's not get it twisted. What Megan wore was one of the pages that Kitty Cat's assistant was stalking. And you think the stalking stopped because the assistant left? I don't think so. If Peggy and Kitty and their people came up with an original thought, if one popped in their head, it would scare them to death because it has never happened before. These people do nothing but colonize other people's ideas. It's sad, it's true, and it's pathetic. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this one up, and this squatty said, "Please go to Megan's Shop My. It is updated with new items, including kids' clothing." I got to go over there. I hadn't went over. I must confess, I hadn't went over yet, but I am going over. I bet it's gonna be so cute. And look at this cute dress. It's another Caroline Herrera. So cute. So cute. And I bet the kids' clothes are cute as well. So if you have time, get over there, y'all, and go over to Megan's Instagram page as well as Ever's Instagram page. It's a lot of new stuff over there. And while you're over there, hit her shop my. Yes, and see what Megan is up to. Because even though we have stuff that comes down my timeline, I always go over there and show Megan some love. So go over there and show her some love and see what she got posted up there. Now, if y'all like me, I can't afford Caroline Herrera. And I don't know if it's some more affordable things over there, but I'm going to go look. I'm going to go look and see. You go over there and look as well, okay? Yes, I'll meet you over there. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put this up and look at this, y'all. The Real announcing a season 2 of With Love Megan already gained more than 1.5 million views. Oh my goodness. Ah, and y'all know trailers over there too. Netflix don't be getting that kind of traffic. It does not. And it says hashtag with love Megan on August 26th on Netflix. The Rangers die mad about it. Keep smiling, keep shining, Queen. Exactly. But yes, over 1.5 million views already. I love it. And y'all, those rags over there, they're struggling. They absolutely are fighting for their lives. They are trying to find anything negative that they can come up with about Harry and Meghan because we all know everything that has come out is great news, not good news, great news. And we're going to get into how they are lying about this new contract in a little bit. But let's go right here with GB News. Evidently, they saw that upbeat, that wonderful, wonderful trailer for With Love Megan, and they came up with this. Look at this. GB News. Meghan Markle's Prince Harry confession prompts reaction from guests. You married him? Yes, this is what they're saying. Now, did that happen in the trailer? It absolutely did, but not in that context. It did not, because Chef Andre said that when Meghan said that Harry did not care for lobster. Yeah, she said, you know who doesn't like lobster? And Chef Andre said, who? She said, my husband. And he said, and you married him? And then Megan starts to giggle. It was a very light-hearted moment. And look what GB News came up with. They're struggling, y'all. They are drowning. They are circling the drain and they're trying desperately to hold on to the derangers because they've done nothing but lie to these fever-minded people. You almost, now I didn't say I could, but you almost could make a case to feel sorry for these pathetic people because they are just that. They're pathetic. They go on and hang on the words of these rags, all these lies that these rags tell them, and they just hope and hope and hope. Y'all remember Harry in in New York? He said they just build it up, build their hopes up, and build their hopes up, and it never happens. You have to feel a little sorry for them. Now Harry is more, he has more grace than I do, and of course I feel no pity, no empathy for any of them, but you almost can see how you could because of nonsense like this. Yes, and this particular squatty that posted it said this: GB News is so desperate for clicks. Those who have seen the new hashtag with love Megan trailer knows the confession to Chef Andre was that hashtag Prince Harry doesn't like lobster. Shock horror. Yes, yes, because you see that at the bottom. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry confession prompts reaction. I mean, reaction from what? From what? This right here just shows the level of thirst these people have. They are just dry bones at this point. I cannot. I cannot. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this one up. And this squatty said, I'm with H on this over lobster. And I must confess, I'm with H on this as well. I'm not a big fan of lobster. I prefer crab to lobster. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Are y'all a big fan of lobster? The meat is just a little too coarse for me. I like the crab better. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And look what this squatty posted. As you can see, the Hollywood Reporter. And we know the Hollywood Reporter is in deep with Murdoch and all of these smearmongers from across the pond. We have discussed it in detail. Some of the articles that they have dropped have been nothing short of hit pieces on Harry and Meghan. So I'm not surprised by this, but it's still disgusting. Look what it says. Netflix downgrades Meghan Markle and Prince Harry to a first look deal just like the Obamas. Now, it's a downgrade, same as a former president. Stop it. Stop it. That headline makes no sense. It sounds like you're bitter. It sounds very, very bitter to me. It really, really does. And as you can see, look, this is some of the articles that the Hollywood Reporter has reported on other stars having the very same deal and never called it a downgrade. Look down here. Dwayne Johnson and Danny Garcia, $7, which I assume is $7 is their production name of their production company. It says Disney Inc. First Look Deal. That's it. And then it says the production banner will create theatrical and streaming movies, including with Johnson in starring role. That was it. No downgrade or anything like that. And look who else has a first look deal. Margot Robbie. Yes, Margot Robbie, one of the hottest actresses out there today. She has a first look deal with Warner Brothers. No downgrade, nothing like that. After one of the biggest hits, it was the Barbie movie, she got a first look deal. These first look deals are absolutely how the industry is moving right now. But yet and still, they want to come across as dimwits, know nothings, and pretend like they don't know how it works in Hollywood when they are the Hollywood Reporter. Stop it. It is embarrassing at this point. It really is. And everybody can see through it. I cannot with these people. And this particular squatty who posted this said this hashtag context. Every single thing Harry and Meghan achieves is fucking impressive and bloody amazing. No other unproblematically financially independent public figure has the likes of the Hollywood Reporter or the New York Times writing commissioned hit pieces to put a negative spin on what is normal for everyone else. Exactly. This is normal. This is nothing new. And every big name in Hollywood gets these kind of deals. Dwayne Johnson, Margot Robbie, some of the biggest names in Hollywood. Are they downgraded? And Margot Robbie got hers after one of the biggest movies in history, the Barbie movie. But are you saying she was downgraded because of her success? This is ridiculous. It is pathetic. It is absolutely so obvious. Stevie Wonder can see that the smear campaign continues and it has infected the Hollywood Reporter. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up and look what this squatty posted. Netflix renews first look deal with Barack and Michelle Obama. Higher Ground. Higher Ground is their production company. Yes, it's good enough for a former president of the United States, but somehow it's a downgrade. Stop it. And look, Tyler Perry, the man who has the biggest movie and television studio it is in America. Yes, that one. He has a first look deal with Netflix. The very same kind of deal Harry and Meghan has. It says Tyler Perry strike multi-year first look film deal with Netflix. These people need to stop because it really, really makes them look really, really stupid. But I have gotten to the point where I don't think they even care at this point. They know they look stupid. They know they look dumb. But they are at the point where they're willing to do anything. It's no low that they won't go because their ego is bruised. They have been able to take anybody and everybody they have ever wanted to down. They have been able to do that, but they could not do it to Harry and Meghan. And I think they take it personally. You watch some of their conversations on these panels, it's as if they are going to war against a couple who is just living their lives. This one sided war. I spoke about it in my pop up yesterday. That it is crazy to me that people like Jenny Bond and these other flying monkeys really think that they are at war with Harry and Meghan when Harry and Meghan are just trying to survive, trying to thrive, trying to have a good life like everybody else. But they take it personally that Harry and Meghan are surviving and thriving. It is an affront to them because they have never had anybody that they couldn't take down. And they mad about it. They are. And like I said, it has gotten to the point where they're making fools of themselves. It's there for everyone to see. And all I can say is Keep crying. Cry harder, Fleet Street. Because at the end of the day, it's never going to happen. Just like Jenny Bond said on GB News yesterday, Harry and Meghan has won. They won a war that they weren't even fighting, but they won anyway. I love it. All I can say is cry harder. I can't hear you. Cry even harder. Get louder. Stomp your feet. Roll around on the floor. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to stop the trains from running when it comes to Harry and Meghan. And the squatty that posted this said this: before yesterday, headlines like this was headlines reporting success of these public figures and their first look Netflix deals. Once Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan are announced to have the same kind of deal, all ethical balance reporting goes out of the window for the set. Exactly. It goes completely out of the window. They start with the lies, talking about it's downgraded, all kinds of nonsense. But at this point, they're not believed because these are the same people who said the Netflix deal was dead. They have no credibility. They have none, zero. And at this point, they're like an old man on a hill screaming at the moon. Nobody cares. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this up and Scammy. Scammy was posting about Meghan and Harry's Netflix deal. I mean, the jealousy, the envy, the pettiness, the bitterness. It is just absolutely delicious. All I can say is I hope she's rolling herself around in a circle as she tries to cope with the success of her little half sister. Yes, yes, yes. If you want to see bitterness, if you want to see envy, if you want to see jealousy, look in the face of Scammy Markle, better known as Scammy Rasputin. Yes, that one. Because she is talking about Harry and Meghan's deal is a downgrade when she has no deal at all and has never had one. She couldn't get her foot in the door of Hollywood. They would not have her. And now she has to sit back and watch her little sister do all the things that she wished she could have done herself. But if she had been a better person, if she only had been a better person, Meghan would have helped her to come up as well. But no, she couldn't be that way. She wanted Meghan to have nothing and she wanted to have everything. And that is exactly the way it happened, but only in reverse for Scammy. And the person who posted Scammy's tweet saying it's a downgrade said this: I thought at Babe Matrix, that's her new handle, Babe Matrix. It says, has worked in show business her entire life. So how doesn't she understand what first look deal is? First look deals favors the artist, meaning Harry and Meghan as well as the Obamas did so well Netflix allowed them to retain copyright. That's another thing I want to talk about. All right, I'm sure, I have no proof, but I'm sure that Meghan retained the copyrights to With Love Meghan, meaning that she can take that somewhere else and syndicate it and allow, and sell it. What she creates is her own. But that's a downgrade? Stop it. Stop it. So this movie that they're doing, Meet Me at the Lake, they own that. So after it is run its course on Netflix, they can sell it to other streaming platforms, or maybe even sell it to Lifetime or TBS over here, or a lot of different places that they'll be able to shop it around and make more money, more money, more money because they own it. And this is supposed to be a downgrade to own your own work. You know how many artists, how many content creators, how many business people fight tooth and nail every day. I often think about Prince, how he fought and fought and fought to own his own music. This right here is what people want. Look at Tyler Perry. He makes movie for Netflix, but he can also do it on BET, on other, streaming platforms. He owns his movies. I mean, they need to stop. But Scammy is pretending like she don't know. Like I said, they love to act as if they're dim-witted, that they are know nothings. But we all know they know, and that is what's killing them. And that makes it delicious. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put this one up, and y'all know that the squatties have no time for scamming. They don't. They have no sympathy. They absolutely always go in, and they never hold back. This particular squatty said, "Hey, Samantha Markle, I like to call her Scammy." And look what it says. Look what Homer Simpson has on. The end is near. And what is this squatty talking about? We all know that Scammy has that judgment against her for close to $4,000 because she has not paid her lot fees that her trailer, her mobile home, sits on. And so the people who owns the ground that her mobile home sits on sued her for their money. And because of that, if she doesn't pay up, they're not only going to make her get out, roll her to the curb. They're going to take possession of her mobile home. Her mobile home is going to be theirs. And although I have sympathy for the homeless, I really, really do, I have none for scamming. None whatsoever. All I can say is she needs to be calling Thomas Markle Sr. and Thomas Markle Jr., and maybe they'll be able to break away from all of their ladyboys over there and come and scoop her up. Now, we can't promise she's going to be the lady of the house. Well, maybe we can because they are ladyboys. Yes, they are ladyboys. So there won't be officially women of the house. So she will be the only woman in the house. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I want to put this one up really quick. This is an article that Kaiser wrote, and it's about an article that appeared in the Daily Fail. And they're talking about William and Catherine. Y'all know they love to police you about that name, so I'm going to give her respect for now. For now. But yes, it's about them and how they have been on WhatsApp talking smack about Meghan. I'm telling you, the jealousy is real. It is absolutely real. I have never saw people who have so much and still are so unhappy. We all know what William is doing. This is my belief. I believe William probably has been drunk ever since he has been on that yacht. He is miserable. He is. And it's all because his brother is happy. Can you imagine that? And they said, this is the name of the article, and it's from Kaiser, from Celebici. And like I said, she writes an article about an article, and this article appeared in the fail. And it says Prince William and Kate are mocking Meghan's as ever on WhatsApp to their friends. Now, the most shocking part of that particular title of this article is that William and Kate supposedly has friends. What friends? I'm just saying, but I went through this article and I went in the comments, and the people, the squatties that are commenting about it, saying that it is nobody but Zara and that meathead husband of hers. Yes, because we all know they, for a while, they pretend like William and him were such big friends. Y'all remember that? And that's who the squatties are saying. It has to be Zara and that meathead husband of hers. Y'all tell me in the comments who y'all think these supposed, these friends are supposed to be. Because I know Kitty ain't got none. William might have people who suck up to him, you know. But does he really have any friends except that one friend who is well into his 40s and parties like he is in his 20s? And they said he was a pharmacist and not the legal kind, if you know what I mean. I'm just saying. But let's get into this. Like I said, the title of the article is Prince William and Kate are mocking Meghan's as ever on WhatsApp to their friends, whoever these people are. I don't know. Like I said, we think it's Zara and a meathead husband. But I digress. It says for most of the year, the Palace Communication Office. This is Kaiser, her intro. She said for most of the year, the palace communication offices have been issuing talking points about the Duchess of Sussex commercial ventures, her cooking show with Love Meghan, and her As Ever line. The palace line is supposed to be, we want these commercial ventures to be successful because we don't want Meghan to talk about the Windsors. Never mind that the left behinds can't keep Meghan's name out of their mouths. Where is the lie, Kaiser? Come on through, Kaiser. I know a lot of people have some issues with Kaiser, but sometimes Kaiser be right on point. I'm just saying that part is true. And it says, and never mind that the Windsors have been stalking Meghan's every move. Another truth. That right there. Even following all of her friends and associates on Instagram. Well, someone let the cat out the bag. Would you believe that Prince William and Kate do not want Meghan to be successful? Nah, really? Really? They're so jealous. They're so bitter. They're so envious. And they're sitting on top of $1 billion empire. And they're going to be the king and queen of the United Kingdom. And it's still not enough. The fact that Harry and Meghan has that house, Harry and Meghan have each other, Harry and Meghan has those two redhead kids who look like the Spencers. They cannot handle it. And now Meghan is going to have $1 billion empire. They cannot handle it. They've been in these WhatsApp social media streets talking smack. Yes, they have. And it says, would you believe that William and Kate have been stalking Meghan's every move so they can mock her to their friends? Now, this is what the article says. It says, it's been no secret that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has faced animus from senior royals since Brexit in 2021. And then it goes on to that nonsense. And then it says, when Harry released his memoir, Spare, in January 2023, the firm remains silent and has not commented on any of the revelations revealed inside of the book. But while last month's peace summit suggests relations between the two camps could be warming, privately, some of the family's closest friends have been quite candid about Harry and Meghan. You don't say. You don't say. I mean, and who cares? To be honest, who cares? It says, according to a royal source, friends of, uh, listen to that, friends of Prince William and Kate Middleton allegedly ridicules Meghan after the announcement of her lifestyle company being rebranded to As Ever in February. The Friends reportedly referred to the Duchess of Sussex's latest business venture as if it will take off, Bella magazine reported. Well, all I can say is Meghan has taken off. And I bet you this is why they look like they are haunting the place everywhere they go. They look a good 20 years older than what they are because of the bitterness, of the envy, and the jealousy of Harry and Meghan's life and Meghan's business. I bet they really thought Meghan was not going to be successful. Well, we all know they don't ever have a really good track record when it comes to predicting the success of the Sussexes because we all know that he didn't think that the Invictus Games was going to be successful. Harry proved him wrong on that. And now it looks like they did not think that As Ever would be successful because Meghan rebranded. They thought that was a sign of her flailing, her sign that she would not be successful. And looky what has happened. I wonder what conversations they're having on what apps now. Yes, I bet it's not as if anymore. It's because we all know what it is. It's As Ever and very, very successful. Can you believe that? Well, of course you can because they're petty and they're jealous and they're envious. I cannot. And it says, one said, and they're speaking on As Ever when they're saying this, it's caused quite a bit of laughter within the group. WhatsApp messages have been going back and forth, and it's all very budgeted and rushed. That's what they said about As Ever. Said it's budgeted and rushed and embarrassing, really. Embarrassing for who? I have never known success to be embarrassing. All I can say is what's embarrassing is Kitty Cat standing in front of people trying to tie together those two sentences that always get the best of her. Now that right there is embarrassing. And Willie swaying back and forth like he is a palm tree in the middle of a hurricane in Florida. Yes, now that's embarrassing. But making your own money, working hard, creating your own table, creating your own business. How is that embarrassing? And selling out time after time after time. And signing a first look deal. How is that embarrassing? All I can say is it's embarrassing to keep your hands in the pockets of the taxpayer who are having such financial difficulties and you are living a lavish lifestyle and you're mediocre. How embarrassing is that? I'm just saying. And y'all, this one right here is so funny. We all know we are getting a Christmas special from With Love Megan. And this particular squatty said this: someone is going to be so extra on the piano at the Christmas concert this year. Yes. You know they're going to make it a competition. I bet when they heard that Megan was having a Christmas special, they took that personally. They don't think, they think everything Harry and Meghan does has something to do with them. This is how sick this disease is in these people. It is a sickness, I swear to you. And let me tell you, this picture of this woman standing on her head playing the piano, Kitty would do that if she thought it would make her more popular than Meghan. Don't get it twisted. She's willing to do anything. It's just that deep for them. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this one up. And when I saw this one, I cackled. I literally cackled, threw my head back and just cackled. Look at this, what this squatter has posted. She posted this from the Royal Central. I never heard of the Royal Central, but evidently it is something really, really stupid because look, it says, all praises the Duchess of Edinburgh, a royal who doesn't need a Netflix deal to stay relevant. You're right. She doesn't need a Netflix deal to stay relevant because she is not relevant. She absolutely needs a personality to stay relevant. Who cares about Sophie? I mean, she might be on tour right now and we don't know nothing about it. Her and Edward might be on tour as I speak, and we don't know anything about it, and they're not reporting about it. I mean, you never know what's going on with them because nobody cares. And the audacity of it, talking about she doesn't need a Netflix deal. She needs something, but even a Netflix deal cannot pull Sophie out of the land of we don't give a damn. Yes. And this particular squatty that posted it said this. Apparently, the Duchess of Edinburgh needs someone to mention a Netflix deal, though, Lord, these people hitch onto Meghan and Harry like burls. Where is the lie? They cannot do anything without mentioning Harry and Meghan because, like I just said, they are in the land of nobody give a damn. Yes. And they cannot get out of that unless they hitch or, like this squatty said, just glom onto Harry and Meghan like a burl. And it says, don't respond. Yes, yes, indeed. I'm telling you, I cannot with these people. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.